Hello guys, it is July 21st. I believe that makes this ride number 53. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally just gonna phone this one in. It's gonna be a shorty and I'm going to bed. I think a lot of exertion and really short sleep for many days in a row all kind of caught up with me today. It's been not my best day, and I keep literally falling asleep. I was falling asleep right after I got home from work, so I made myself a big giant like double coffee, and then I poured it over ice, and then I drank it all at once through a straw without stopping, thinking like, this will get me going. And then about 20 minutes later, it was time to tuck my 5-year-old into bed. So I read him a couple stories, and I read myself to sleep on his floor. He had to wake me up to finish the book. And, you know, I think I just need to sleep for a night. So, way back when I started this, I declared a 2-mile minimum for a ride to count. So I don't think I'll actually get exactly 2 miles tonight. I'll go a little further than that, but I'm not pushing it at all. Well, I'm learning things throughout this experience, and I wouldn't do it exactly like this again. Actually, I take that back. If I hadn't just declared that I was gonna ride for 90 days and not miss a day, then I wouldn't really be doing anything. I don't have enough discipline for moderation. Like, if there's pizza in front of me, I'm gonna eat it. So if I don't want to eat too much pizza, then there just needs to not be any pizza. And then I'll be fine. I'll eat something else. Because I don't have the willpower for moderation. So another way that manifests itself is if I just had intentions to get some riding in over the summer, you know, every few days go on a ride, I wouldn't do it, because it's always a better idea to ride the next day, you know, tomorrow. There's always something more important to do, or I don't feel like it. But since I made myself swear to myself to do it every single day and not miss a day, well, there's no it's not left up to any question now. Every day is the right day to ride, because if I don't, I fail. But if I gave myself any leeway, then I wouldn't end up getting anything done. So riding every single day was the right call, just to get myself to do it at all and to try to get a good habit developed, which then leads to other good changes. You know, I think my nutrition has been way better. Not because I'm trying to hold myself to a diet, but well, I've put in work on the bike, and I don't want to deny myself the results. If I eat more than I need to, then I'm depriving myself of what I worked for. And if I eat crap, I'm depriving myself of what I worked for. So since I put in this effort and I want to realize the benefits, it's leading me to eat better. And since I'm seeing my yep, I like glass packs too. That's the sound of 1966. All right, where was I? Oh, never mind. Third gear now. Okay. oh my gosh, since I am seeing some results, it's really motivating me to want to fix other aspects and make other good changes and adopt all these habits that I should have made when I was 15. But you know, I'm 38 now. You're turning this way. Let me get out of the way. All right, thank you. So anyway, where I'm going with this whole thing is challenging myself to ride every single day was the only way that I was going to get started on being better. But now that I am started on being better, I think there's a lot better ways to do this. And so next summer, I want to do a bunch of cycling like I did this summer, but it will not be every single day. I think I'll lay out a schedule so that I say, again, I can't give myself the leeway or I will abuse it. So I need to like actually write out a paper schedule of when I'm gonna ride so that it's still down to a pass-fail for my, keep myself on a short leash so that I'll do it. But the rides are gonna be like every third or fourth day. Instead of riding 12 miles every day, maybe I'll ride 30 or 40 miles every third day. Have some really cool rides, and I'll plan them out since they're not going to be just everyday spur of the moment. I'll know like, oh, I'm going to go for a ride on Thursday. I'll plan out some time and where I'm going to go. But then I'll have recovery time. I'll be able to justify going kind of during prime time instead of the middle of the night if it's not every day. So I'll be getting in a big ride and then having 3 days for my muscles to repair and grow. I'll probably see a lot better gains that way. And I forgot where I was going. I'm too dang tired. And I won't be so tired all the time. But I'm also thinking ahead towards the winter, or after my 90 days is up, which if this is ride 53, then it means I got 37 more days. So after my 90 days is up, I'll probably still do some rides. There'll be still some good weather left. Actually, probably a couple months of good weather left. But as we move into non-riding season, I'm thinking I might want to start lifting or doing some more sort of like strength training. Something that'll work my upper body. My legs are just pumped like crazy, and they are every day. But my upper body is still just job of the hut. And it's getting a little better just from fat burning, but there's no muscle activity going on above the belt. So I'm looking into different options. I'm not gonna do like I did with this biking thing and just jump in with no plan. So I got 37 days to plan exactly what I'm gonna do over the winter, because I don't want to stop being better. I want to hit next summer with all the benefits that I earned this summer and just build from there. I don't want to go backwards. But another thing, actually, I think the thing I was going to say when I hit record, 9 minutes ago, another thing that I would do better in the future that I'll probably start doing now is stretching afterwards. So I really need to start stretching because, like I mentioned a minute ago, my legs have got this just awesome pump going on. Not to like sound like I'm getting full of myself, because it's clearly not, but it's like shapes that I've never seen. You know, it's like for the first time I look at my legs and it looks like one of those anatomy books that shows all the muscle groups. It's like, yep, there's the glutes, there's the hamstrings, there's the quads, everything's just sticking out and shaped correctly, and I can see all the separation between the individual muscles. It's awesome. Of course, then, are you gonna sit there? Okay, fine, I'll go. And then, like I said, above the waist, it's still Jabba the Hutt. Thanks, bud. But I've always been very inflexible, because, you know, flexibility is something that you use or lose. And for 38 years I've been losing it. But it's not just my joints now, it's like my muscles don't want to move. And a lot of it's probably that I'm not having those recovery days. And so I'm in the constant teardown stage. And so every time when my muscles need to extend, then I'll like just to do something simple like bend a leg. It's like, it feels like I'm pulling apart a wound that was just starting to heal. And I don't want to do it. It's like if I drop something on the floor and I'm going to squat down to pick it up, my quads are like, no, you cannot do that. I'm like, oh, that hurts. Stand back up. You know, I only got halfway down, but I'm like, that's not happening. So I'll just bend over and pick it up. But then my hamstrings are like, screw you. So, like I said, it's a combination of riding every single day and not having any recovery days, which is, you know, in hindsight, a bad way to go, but it was the right way to go, because it was the only way I was going to do this, is with no days off, no leeway, no moderation required, because, you know, I have no willpower to work with. But so between the no days off and no stretching, because I'm an idiot, and usually I'm riding in the middle of the night like this, and I get home and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I go from riding to jumping right into the cool shower to make the sweat stop, and then getting in bed, and then I get up in the morning and my legs won't bend. So all that to say, I think I need to start stretching. I can tell it's not as late tonight because there's still people out everywhere. It's a good thing I'm not talking about anything too personal. Alright, that's probably enough rolling around and pretending to exercise for tonight. So, I got almost home and happened to go under a street light and see that I'd gone 9 miles. Well, 9 is just not as good as 10. So I'm gonna go down to the end of the street and back one more time. And then 10 miles is better somehow. I don't know. Can't really tell you why. It doesn't really make any difference in the scheme of things. But it's like 2 digits instead of 1. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm kicking butt. Whereas if I got 9, I'd be like, oh, almost. All right, guys, there's 11 very low effort miles for tonight. But that counts, and I've still not missed a ride. See you tomorrow.